From the Gospel according to Mark, chapter 2, verses 1 to 12. When Jesus returned to Capernaum after some days, it became known that he was at home. Many gathered together so that there was no longer room for them, not even around the door. And he preached the word to them. They came bringing to him a paralytic carried by 4 men. Unable to get near Jesus because of the crowd, they opened up the roof above him. After they had broken through, they let down the mat on which the paralytic was lying. When Jesus saw their faith, he said to him, "Child, your sins are forgiven." Now some of the scribes were sitting there asking themselves, "Why does this man speak that way? He is blaspheming. Who but God alone can forgive sins?" Jesus immediately knew in his mind what they were thinking to themselves. So he said, "Why are you thinking such things in your hearts? Which is easier, to say to the paralytic, 'Your sins are forgiven,' or to say, 'Rise, pick up your mat and walk'? But that you may know that the Son of Man has authority to forgive sins on earth," he said to the paralytic, "I say to you, rise, pick up your mat, and go home." He rose, picked up his mat at once, and went away in the sight of everyone. They were all astounded and glorified God, saying, "We have never seen anything like this." Jesus opens his arms to sinners. How many people even today persist in an ill-chosen life because they have found no one willing to look at them in a different way, with the eyes, or better, with the heart of God, that is, to look at them with hope. Jesus instead sees a possibility for resurrection even in those who have amassed many mistaken choices. Jesus is always there, with an open heart. He throws open that mercy that he has in his heart. He forgives, embraces, understands, and draws near. That is how Jesus is. At times we forget that for Jesus, it is not a matter of easy, low-cost love. The Gospels reveal the first negative reactions toward Jesus precisely when he forgives a man's sins. It is a man who is suffering doubly, because he cannot walk and because he feels inadequate. And Jesus understands that the second pain is greater than the first, to the extent that he greets him immediately with a message of liberation. "My son, your sins are forgiven." He frees that oppressive sense of feeling inadequate. We who are accustomed to experiencing the forgiveness of sins, perhaps at too low a cost, must at times remind ourselves of how high a price God's love for us has cost. Each of us has cost a great deal, Jesus' life.